Today we're gonna be checking out one of those games where I have absolutely no idea what's going on. I'm just gonna be honest, full Borg, no Chrome. The new Deadpool movie is coming out, or it should be out by now, and I've been wanting to try the Deadpool game for years. I heard about it all the way back when that Call Me Maybe song was going crazy. I don't know if that's accurate timing. I hate the early 2010s, bro. Worst point of my life. But I could never get the Deadpool game because 1, broke, 2, Skyrim addiction, 3, they stopped selling the damn thing, and digital stores smited the game with the wrath of 7 tsunamis being controlled by Princess Sparkles the Pit Bull. But why was the game delisted, you ask me? I really don't know. The best explanation that I can give you is, apparently, the game costed Activision $100 million to make. I don't know where that went. I did not play a $100 million game. That is not what this was. And then the game didn't do too well sales-wise, which is really not what you want to hear for a $100 million budget. But even though the game didn't do too hot, it's still crazy, is it not, to erase its entire existence. I'm sure there are plenty of games out there that did terrible sales-wise and they're still available to play, right? If anything needs to be wiped from the history books, I can give you somebody. I can give you somebody right now. But that's all I've got in history of the game, though. You want to know why the sales and the player counts may have been a little bit flimsy for this game? Why this might be your first time ever hearing about a Deadpool game? A game about a pretty well-known superhero with swords, guns, cool suit, 3 movies, wacky personality, interesting lore. Well, it's because the game kind of sucks. It's not all doom and gloom. It's not, oh, I wouldn't recommend the game, it can burn in hell, it stole my firstborn son. There are fundamental issues with the this is boring as hell. Let's just go beat by beat for a minute, then I can trauma dump later. Go ahead and start me from the beginning of the game real fast. So the game starts with an answering machine reading hella messages to Deadpool. We got messages from Wolverine and Domino. You know who Wolverine is. Don't lie to me. Domino might be a little bit fuzzy. She's great in this game, but she was played by Zazie Beetz in the movie, so that's who Domino is. You can connect the dots, right? But do not get excited about seeing X-Men. They are barely in this game. $100 million in budget. Like we couldn't get no more X-Men scenes. Damn. The last message is from some guy that denied making a game for Deadpool. So in the calmest manner, Deadpool commits a terror. I don't know what he blew up, but there's mad people screaming in chaos. I can only assume the worst has transpired. Not very anti-hero. That's dastardly. Very villainous. Very villainous.
Let's make a video game.
See? Once again, our explosive personality wins the day. High five!
No high fives, we're voices in our head.
I've got my top designers banging away on a script right now. As soon as it's ready, we'll send it right over.
Script?
Alright, so those 2 boxes are Deadpool's inner voices. He's a raging lunatic, so voices are non-negotiable. I think they stick to their directions, so the one on the left is a squeaky-voiced goofball. He's there as an amplifier for Deadpool's shenanigans. The one on the right is as close to logical and rational thought as we will get in this game. And Deadpool is also being voiced by Nolan North, aka Nathan Drake, so that's at least where half of the 100 mil went right. I'm gonna keep bringing it up. So boom, right? The writer guy is sending over a script for the game. While we wait though, Deadpool's house is filled to the brimmy with stuff to do.
Why would anybody want to see that?
Now feed me, baby. Nice and slow. Wait, are you a dude?
I love this fella.
Holy gun boner!
We only 2 weeks into this damn thing. I'm ready to give up.
I have a package.
So do I. Yoink!
Package.
Why are we trying to kill what's-his-face?
Who cares? I'm making art here. Behold! Not sure the player understands our thinking yet.
You're damn right I don't understand what's happening. Genuinely, what has this video been about? But what the hell?
Bring the noise!
I'm gonna level with you really quick. I'm gonna put it all on the line. This game has no plot. The entire time I was playing, I was just going along with whatever Deadpool was saying because his name is on the box. Let's just get through the first mission because I don't know. If I try to step out of the lane and explain this game in one fell swoop, you're gonna look at me and say, crack is cheap. So I'll start bouncing around in this bouncy house. This is stupid. I don't know why we're doing this. I don't know why he has this, why he blew this up. But our goal right now is to find this one guy and get him to do something for Deadpool's game. You don't need to know the specifics because there are no specifics. But on the way to him, Deadpool teaches us the fundamentals: attacking, jumping, teleporting. I really hope Deadpool has his teleporter thing in the movie. And there's tons of upgrades you can get in this game. Deadpool starts with his katanas and standard pistols. You can unlock mallets, kunai, shotguns. I highly recommend getting the SMGs as soon as possible. I like to call them the ladies because they get it done. Season 4 of The Boys was really great too. Definitely the weakest season, but it's like comparing diamonds to another diamond that has a speck of dirt on it. Oi oi Huey, Homelanded and killed me wife and took me bloody son. The only real problem I have with upgrades is how long it takes to get them. There are a ton of smaller upgrades in this game that give you things like extra ammo reserves, special moves, little bear traps, but it took so long for me to really spread my wings because all of the major weapons cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like having extra health would be really nice, but so would these pulse rifles. How you doing? Damn. And speaking of health, one of the coolest things about this game is the regen system. Deadpool has this crazy healing factor, or some people say otherwise because apparently Wade's cells, Wade is Deadpool's real name. His cells are cooked by cancer, so technically he's not healing, just constantly on the verge of death or something like that. Some psycho nonsense made by comic writers that are no doubt laughing their hearts out at all the people trying to decipher their lore that they cooked up for the hell of it, for the vibes, for the giggles. Either way, the more damage Deadpool takes, the more injured he gets. And they really went the mile. I'm talking his costume can get torn, skin and bones exposed. After a really rough fight, you can get him looking like a Fallout ghoul. Yeah, this right here is the good stuff. That's 100 mil right there. But that's all the gameplay semantics I have for now. I don't know if you've peeped, but this level is taking place in a skyscraper, so you already know where the guy we're looking for is at. So I start blasting and shish kebabbing guys left and right. All the while I'm realizing the optimization on this game is horrible. Frame rate drops are super rampant. It would be annoying, but I put 2 years into vanilla Skyrim on the PS3. I'm eating all of that, bro. Well, most of it. We get haggled by an attack helicopter, but that simply won't do. So Deadpool hijacks the chopper and call him Jack the way he let it rip. Till another chopper pops up and I say in my head, get a load of this guy.
Got this. Keep it steady, Dingus. Jeez, I can fly better than that. Hey, it gives me an idea. No, wait. Hell yes! Hey, we're flying! We're flying!
We cannot fly.
Well, it is good to have dreams.
Dreams, yes. Delusions?
Alright, we're mad close to the guy now, so he sends out a heavy. And I told you about the SMGs, didn't I? I'm in there straight. When he's down, we hit the door of the guy that we came here for.
How much C4 is this gonna take?
It's no more than 20 ounces.
What? Oh, I hate the metric system. How much in American?
Let's see. Carry the 7.
Oh, hell no, dude. I can't do math. They can't do math. Just use it all. There we go.
Oh, yeah! That was awesome!
Oh, 20 ounces. That was pretty sweet.
Once again, I have no clue what he's done to deserve this. I broke in here.
You're insane! Not as insane as you think.
Oh, look, that's what the bouncy house is for. Totally illogical. I can't do math, but I can do physics. So if we turn to the ye old force velocity equation, what the hell am I supposed to say to any of that, gang? What do you want me to say? Who do you think I am? Deadpool's manager hits him on the phone saying all those graphics and explosions are going to cost them a pretty penny. They're going back and forth, but in the background, these two hooligans are stealing our prize. And it takes forever before Deadpool notices, and when he does, he's like, stop! Come back! Oh no. I guess I have to chase you now. Oh, and look, his name is Chance White. Let me look this up real quick. Oh, it seems his name is the definition to a word. Ask me what that word is. The women who took him are literally two D-list villains that Activision dug from the grave. They don't really say or do anything except providing a chase through a sewer level. Sing it with me. B-O-R-I-N-G. What does that spell? This is boring. There is this weird Mario level thing down here though. This is the stuff that keeps us invested. So after 17 hours of running through the sewers shooting guys, oh boy, we close in on Arclight. This is the first boss fight in the game, and let me tell you something about Arclight. She's weak as hell. Cool stage though. There's this falling thing. It's like 10 p.m. Tired of this, bro. Something gotta change. There is absolutely nothing special about this. I mean, man, she can take thousands of bullets though.
We can still work this out. You disgust me.
She didn't survive the fall, bro. Wow, wow. So we do some more running and then.
Oh, come on, guys. Vertigo? Could we seriously not afford better bad guys? Ooh, vertigo. I'm gonna get dizzy.
That's what I'm saying. We've been running around the sewer, which is already a massive L. What was up with games in sewer/desert levels back in the day? I hate it. I hated it. And then we're chasing Chance White, Vertigo, and Arclight. May I please have a crumb of X-Men? Please. Activision. Show me Wolverine. and my life is yours. Then we flip some switches and continue through the level, and it's about this point where the gameplay started to click for me. I had a good amount of weapons unlocked and moves down. Those frame rate drops were starting to hurt me a little bit, but they get better, or maybe I just didn't notice them anymore. Maybe I'm just desensitized. It's really just the enemies that have me in a tizzy. Now, I don't know if you remember any of this, but way back in September, I made a video on Spider-Man Edge of Time. That game started out fun, but as it went on, slowly they started to throw insane amounts of enemies on you, effectively ruining the game in the later half. That is very similar to what's about to happen, but we'll get to that later. Eventually, we come up on Vertigo, whose power seemed to be to make people super dizzy. Sounds lame, but Deadpool is left spinning until he falls off the pipes into this nasty doo-doo sewer water, and then we get a slide through it. Bro. This level is surprisingly hard too. I had to restart like 5 times because of how vicious these turns are. The slide ends with us finally being presented with a character of worth, Sinister. He's the big villain of this game. 2 out of 10. Sinister gets his goon to dome this one guy. I forgot his name again, bro. Damn. Deadpool's like, no. And I'm like, damn, bro, there goes an hour of my life that I'm never getting back. I think he was supposed to fund Deadpool's game in some way. Either way, without that bread, we get no game, so Deadpool pops out the sewer, domes Vertigo, yes, she's gone, and one-shots this big guy. He's operating off pure Toon Force right now. Then he starts yapping to Sinister, but that brother does not care. Switches to 11 real quick, lifts Deadpool in the air, and annihilates him. It is gonna take him hours to make a new body. Wait a minute, if Deadpool can come back from a drop of blood, why doesn't the healing factor just delete the remaining cancer cells? It's pretty crazy that you can rebuild an entire body from bones, but getting rid of cancer is just some crazy task. I don't know. I'm just thinking. We then wake up to Psylocke, I don't know her at all, and Domino trying to tell Deadpool about Sinister's dastardly deeds. And I caught you lagging again, bro. There it is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How long has it been, bro? A month? 2 months? Nah, you thought I was gonna let the villain video go by? The MK9 video go by? You thought it was sweet, didn't you? You thought it was safe? No, bro. I've been watching you, and I've been waiting. There must be a retribution. So Deadpool goes on this mini rant about who the baddest ex-baddie is. Obviously, it's Rogue. Let's not even get into that. We can break it down by the mathematics and sciences. This isn't down bad. Bring out the whiteboard. This is simple logic.
Like the girl said, we gotta go to Genosha if we're gonna stop Mr. Sinister from...
Wait, Genosha the island? Hey, we'll have to fly there. Are we taking the Blackbird?
Holy moly, bro. Look how short Wolverine is. Sheesh. He's actually lore accurate. If you've ever only seen Wolverine in the movies, Gang is not 6'2". Can you believe that? Kids Next Door had a closer rendition of him. Lord have mercy. You better know what Kids Next Door is, bro. People are growing up today without Prime Cartoon Network. They are literally never gonna have what I had, bro. I don't know who I would be today if I didn't get randomly jump scared in the middle of the night by whatever the hell Robot Chicken was showing. Is Robot Chicken still going, bro? Is it even funny anymore? Let me look this up. No. I gotta find out. Oh, hell, bro. The last season was in 2021, season 11. Okay, and it ended in 2022, and it's just been over ever since. Please stop. Don't do this to me. No, it's over. No! So for some reason, they let Deadpool fly the Blackbird to Genosha, and of course he crashes the whip, leaving the X-Men in critical conditions and all manner of contortions. You can even slap Wolverine around on the ground and try to wake him up. Deadpool has all sorts of wacky and whimsical lines that I would totally find funny if I was 12 years old. Skadoosh. Since the X-Men are now the Z-Men, I guess it's all up to us. I could voice Wolverine. Listen, bub, you better not fly the Blackbird or I'm gonna do something to you. The amount of strain I have to put on my voice to do that, nah, it's not happening. And now that we're out of the sewers, the game is actually quite beautiful. You can even see sentinels on the ground over there. The skyscraper level had this really cool rainy vibe to it. Perfect start to the game. But why did they immediately throw us in the sewers? We could have had a chase throughout the city or something. The budget, once again, was $100 million. I think we can afford it. Unless Activision, you want to admit that you were lying. We then get another heavy enemy. Gang is here purely to waste our time. Lucky for you, this is a video, so skip. Do you like Cable? Not the TV, I mean the X-Men. Cable. Cyborg time traveler. Cable.
Wade, I need you to listen closely. I've time traveled from the future to bring you a dire warning about...
Oh God, here he goes again. He's not here 10 seconds before he starts boring us with his dire warning from the future crap.
Sinister has knocked out the X-Men by broadcast...
We may want to pay attention. This could explain a critical plot point.
The survival of Earth entirely depends on... which all hinges on you, Wade. Now here's the critical part.
It's so boring.
So after that, oh, you said you want to know what make it stop meant. So boom, right. A dragon is dive bombing from the sky going Mach 3. Bro thinks he's the Flash. I go in for the uppercut, but the dragon is going Mach 3 like I said, so upon a collision with my fist, a seismic burst of epic proportions decimates Deadpool. The dragon, Cable ran away. Everything else is in calamity as the gale force winds evaporate any and all in the blast radius. How about hitting that like button? So Deadpool wakes up with a note left from Cable saying that if Deadpool doesn't meet him at this location at this time, then he'll miss out on his #1 fan who happens to be built like an MK9 character of the female variation. That brother is officially locked in. Just so we're clear, Cable is lying. We don't have the budget for that. Or so I thought, because as we close into the meet point, hold on bro, let me get a look at this fan real quick. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a no for me. So Cable explains how Sinister is up in that tower right there, but we can't go there for some reason. But Deadpool is still really mad about that budget thing and proposes a crash out in the form of the Wheel of Fortune.
Spin it to win it.
The entire architectural structure of the tower starts going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, leaving Deadpool to platform to the various levels to either stop it or keep it going. Choose your own headcanon or whatever. It don't matter to me, bro. I'm just here for the ride. We then find Sinister up top, strapped to this thing, and the second that Deadpool realizes that he can't move, he starts rubbing his hands together in a devious nature. He hits the control panel and starts making Sinister hit the
Very good, Parrot. What does this one do? Ah! Oh, dang a time. Hey, Summers! Was that the big problem you needed help with? Because I just took care of it. Like a boss! Huzzah.
That is not Sinister. Bro took a page from The Boys ending and left a clone. That clone thing in The Boys comic is so dumb too. Like, imagine hyping up a villain for the entire story just to swoop in at the last moment and be like, it was me, Barry, all along. Man, what, bro? Imagine if they did that in the show, bro. It was like, bro, the Homelander that we see is just not like the Homelander. I don't know how they do, because it's stupid, bro. It's stupid. Anyways, Deadpool starts hitting the gritty, popping champagne, unleashing fireworks, even ends the game. Till Cable is like, brother, that is not him. He is not that guy. And then they do this weird face on the food thing. I hate this so much. The early 2010s were an absolutely horrible time for humor, music, the downfall for some movie franchises. Why was Annoying Orange funny? Like, people complain about Skibbity Toilet this, Skibbity Toilet that. Y'all were watching Annoying Orange and Fred. Don't say you weren't, because those things had millions and millions of views. Fred got 3 movies, Annoying Orange got a show. That doesn't happen unless somebody is watching it. See, bro, no, close the door. Somebody's lying. Yeah, we're gonna get down to the bottom of it. While Deadpool is yapping away, he mentions his favorite taco place. Cable immediately takes this as his cue to manipulate, saying that if we don't stop Sinister, then tacos will cease to exist worldwide. So Deadpool locks in. Part 2. How do we find the real Sinister? Well, that's up to Deadpool now, because for some reason Cable can't stay because he needs to fight battles in the future, which makes no sense. Why does he need to go back to the future right now if those fights aren't happening yet? That would have to mean that the timelines are running in tandem, concurrently, which wouldn't make it time traveling. That sounds more like dimension hopping if you ask me. So he's a liar, or maybe we just don't have the budget to keep him right now. But before he leaves, he helps Deadpool make a rocket out of an old Sentinel boot, which means the game is going to come to a screeching halt so we can run around and fight a bunch of enemies and find these things so we can come back here and then do this other thing. Stupid. It's real stupid. When that headache is over. Okay, so I messed up just a little bit though. So sometimes when I'm recording a game, some parts are just so boring that I hit the pause button because I don't have that much space on my computer. I can't just be recording nonsense. I've looked for this footage for this part like all over, bro. I can't find it, so I'm guessing I goofed up. But then it's okay because nothing really happens in this part. All we really do is track down Rogue, who's been kidnapped. She was flying around, she crashed into Deadpool. We end up fighting off waves of enemies, and she's like, she can't use her powers or anything because Sinister is like nullifying her powers. She can't use them, she's useless. And then they have us running through the sewers to look for. I don't know why this game has so many sewer sections. I don't know why they love sewers so much. What was the goal? The way they have sewers in this game, you would have thought they were the pinnacle of game design. It was boring as hell. Like, bro, this game's boring as hell. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. But while I have you, what is Marvel doing, bro? What do they have cooking? Iron Man, Tony Stark is playing Doctor Doom in the next Avengers movie. Nobody I have seen online has had like a, oh yes, yay, response to it, bro. It's all just, they're not even mad about it. They're not mad about it either. Everybody is just confused. Everybody is collectively like, what, why? I don't know how to feel about it, because on one hand, yes, Robert Downey Jr., we know his skill set. He's gonna get in there and he's gonna deliver a perfect performance. But at the same time, it just reeks of desperation. But there is this one part from the section that I want to show you, so back to the video. Nice little field trip. I'm not gonna talk that much about the enemies though, because they are either boring or straight up annoying to fight. The only real challenge they have is goofy abilities, sheer numbers, or for some reason it's like the more damage you do to them, the less damage they take. I'm saying like the last slither of health takes vastly more effort to get rid of than the beginning. I wouldn't mind this as much if they would just stop throwing swarms of enemies at me. I knew the game was getting out of pocket when I used the same strat that I used in God of War 1. That being, whenever I don't feel like fighting 10,000 enemies, just beeline from the next area. This always seems to work unless the level is intentionally like, hey, this area is locked until you kill all the enemies. Now that I think about it, I think it worked in Edge of Time too. You might be worried about missing out on upgrades due to your lack of fighting and gaining of experience points, but I made my way through both games, hell, all 3 games, and came out with more than enough upgrades. This section also takes us back to the sewers, man, bro, please release me. Eventually, we zero in on Rogue's location and Sinister's. The game then forces us into a stealth section, which the engine is obviously not built for. Stealth is a prominent feature in this game. If by prominent you mean something that we use about 4 times over the course of a 5-hour game. Deadpool does this silly little walk and can do crazy takedowns. I hate this part though because it is so easy to get caught. I'm really glad that this is the only section like this because it does not pass the vibe check. And we don't even cadoodle the right Sinister, it's just another clone. Look at this malarkey. So we hightail it to the arena downstairs where we have a boss fight with Blockbuster. You know that Rhino fight from the PS1 Spider-Man game? It's like a worse version of that. I don't like any of the boss fights in this game. Hell, I don't even think there's another one after this. So we save Rogue, she falls down. However, she is super duper worn out. Death is waiting patiently. However, Rogue's main power is to absorb other mutants' powers. And Deadpool has a healing factor. Rogue, baby, the demons are after us. And there's only one way for you to get your powers back. So we've got to suck face like there's no tomorrow. But Rogue goes rogue and zaps Deadpool's powers away completely, leaving us to play as Roguepool. She has the same abilities as Deadpool, just without guns. I'm just saying it would have been really cool to fly or something, considering we had a $100 million budget and all, but I'm not the video game maker. I know nothing.
Don't worry, Rogue. We'll save you. Mr. Snookums? What are you...
And that right there is exactly where my fun with this game ended. Great googly moogly was it a chore after this. So here's the spiel. After the blast, Deadpool is knocking at Death's door, despite being turned into toothpaste literally 2 times before this. No, this is what does it. Okay, we wake up back at Deadpool's apartment, literally dancing with Death. Alright, here's the lore. Deadpool and Death are in a relationship. Because of Deadpool's healing factor and cancer doing battle on the daily, he walks a fine line between life and death every single second, every single moment of every single day. And Death thinks that's hot. The only problem is, Deadpool can't die, which means they can never truly be together. Remember Sinister? I haven't mentioned what his role is in the game yet, because it's never really mattered for reasons other than, oh no, another villain is going to destroy Earth. Death says that Sinister has been harvesting mutant bodies for superpowers that he can use to mass produce grunts that we've been fighting, yada yada yada. Basically the souls of the dead can't partake in the afterlife until something is done about this. I don't know what's happening, bro. I don't know. I don't know what the hell this is. What? So Death asks Deadpool to help her free the souls, and he's like, cool, I will do anything for you. You are so incredibly thick. Oh my, I like Death in this game. Totally surprised seeing her here. Cable and Death are the goats of this title because they're the only ones to stick around. But a horrible mission for her, gang. The game comes to a screeching halt because of it. This is where I really started to feel that wave after wave of enemies, the low damage they take, the weird level design. We're underground again. This time it's in the damn catacombs. If you ask me, oh my side hurts. If you asked me where a Deadpool game should take place, I would never say yes to 2 sewer levels and spending an hour cosplaying Dig Dug. The spirits Death wants help with are down here, and we walk up on this shrine, and the second I see the contents, I put my head down and accept my fate. You see this, right? A very clear and obvious rule of 3. I pull out my laptop and I put my headphones on my head and I play Domino Effect by Ali Sadiq. If you have never seen these specials before, they are amazing. Part 2 is my favorite. I insist that you watch it. Bro, all 4 of them are on YouTube for free. That should be illegal, bro. This is not a sponsorship. It's just really good storytelling. My suspicions for this section were correct though. Pick up one of these things, you go to a room and do stuff with the spirit. I really couldn't even tell you what happens because I was on autopilot waiting to leave. You do get a little wacky fun section every now and then. Def is singing on a boat and you can play with this like shooty pirate gun thing, but 90% of it is just fighting wave after wave of enemies. And then after each section, you have to fight waves of enemies with Cable, who miraculously reappeared. I'm not complaining, but there are waves of enemies in each section and then you come out and then you're bombarded, bro, just fighting back to back to back. You don't get a break. You don't get a break. And yeah, like I said, there's creative stuff happening and Deadpool has great lines, some funny jokes, but it starts to feel like they ran out of gas for the last 2 hours and went, okay, the player should have every single upgrade by now. Send out everything. So with this rule of 3 and unlimited enemies, the game is now moving at a snail's pace. And then it was to the point where Deadpool as a character just isn't holding up anymore. It's not enough, brother. I can't take it anymore. While making this video, I watched some other reviews in this game too. Brother, they were so right. The humor in this game is so 2010s. It's crazy. They say LOL and stuff like that. I don't like that, bro. I really don't like that. Oh, bro, I'm so full. I'm so full. I just ate, bro, and I've been standing up for an hour recording this. Oh boy. I still have about 4. I think I have like 3 pages left. Well, 2.5, I think. Oh, it's 11 p.m. now. It's 11 p.m. now, bro. I'm tired. Let me just close my eyes for a little bit of a second, bro. Let me just get a break. Let me just get a break. Alright, 3, 2, 1. I am tired. Hell, I don't even know what we're doing anymore. Where are the X-Men? Where is Sinister? Why is Cable here? He's not helping us that much in fights. He can go after Sinister, maybe rally the X-Men for the final battle or something. I don't know, bro. Do something. I think the biggest problem with this game is that they focus too much on being wacky and molding the game from Deadpool's perspective. I'm not locked in with the story at all, which wouldn't be a big issue if the gameplay was on point, which it's not. The enemies are numerous and bullet spongy as hell. Remember when I said that I started running away after a while so I could push on with the story? The reason I started to do that was because I started fighting enemies for so long. So I was like, hey, what if I just didn't stop to fight? And it just kept working. The game even knows it's wasting your time, bro. A game that does just throwing enemies at you really well is Doom Eternal. See, in Deadpool, you can pick whatever weapons you want and have at it. The only time you're really forced to switch is when you're running out of ammo, or maybe you're bored and the shotgun does a lot of damage. But for the most part, you can just pick your favorite weapon and just have at it for the rest of the game. In Doom Eternal, every single enemy means something. They're designed to be decimated by a certain weapon. For these guys, plasma rifle. See him? Start sniping. Archvile, sword, sword, sword. And don't get me wrong, like each weapon can be used on each enemy. It's just that when you see a certain enemy, you might want to bust a certain weapon out or you're gonna have a bad time. And the game just does that so well. It has this perfect balance of slowly introducing each enemy into the game and like working them into your work order. So when you're fighting like a massive bunch of enemies, it's just, you get in this flow of switching the weapons, bro. It's like a weird puzzle type of game, right? It's like Tetris, but with guns. But in Deadpool, it feels like the opposite. It feels sloppy. It means nothing. So you're just sitting there mashing the square button while activating a super move every now and again. I hate it. I can't stand it. And then with so many enemies on screen, my game starts turning into a Google slideshow. Some explode, some fly. Others give me a heart attack because I know it's going to take me 2 to 3 business days before I can take them down. You fatty, lose the weight. So the story means nothing and the gameplay is only cool if you like shooting things mindlessly. So what do I have? Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. There's no redeeming quality here, bro. I mean, Deadpool is cool. Playing as him is cool. And it doesn't get any better. It doesn't. The next section is just, I mean, hell, knowing the way the game ends, I really nothing matters, bro. Stay with me. So we get all the souls for death. The two have to say goodbye because rules. Deadpool gets patriotic. You see Wolverine, he's like, "Arr, Deadpool, help us." Yes, my Wolverine is a pirate. "Arr, Deadpool, help us fight Sinister." Then he hops out of my life again. This is so stupid, bro. They keep coming and going. Why not have sections where we travel with each X-Men? Domino level, Wolverine level, Rogue level, Psylocke level. We had more time with the D-listers than the people who are actually on the box. And everyone looks so good in this game too. I love Wolverine's outfit. It's so bright and he's so short, but they keep dangling greatness in front of me and yanking it away. That $100 million budget has to be a lie. All I have seen in this game is a blueprint to a great game that never happened. That's a bar right there. Yeah, you can take that. So Deadpool is setting something up. I don't give a damn, keep it. At this point, the only major plot point we have going is making our way to Sinister for a final confrontation. So we platform and fight waves of enemies till we make it to this big arena. This place sucks. It blows so much. I hate it so much, bro. Like, if I could kill it, I would. If I could legally, like, turn it into, like, a squirrel or something and, like, kick it into oblivion, into the sunset, like, legally, I would. I so would. There are enemies upon enemies upon enemies, and performance-wise, this is when the game is at its absolute worst. I started beating guys left and right, not to win, but to stop my PS3 from taking flight. They don't make these anymore. I can't just be all willy-nilly with it. If you want to play this game, I would highly suggest getting the PS4 version for the stability. No. Wait. But I fight and I fight and I fight and I die over and over. Before I know it, I've been here for about 30 minutes and I'm losing my mind, bro. There's just so many enemies, and each time I beat a phase, another one emerges with worse enemies. I reached my limit when these blue goblins showed up and started to just eat through my bullet reserves. And then I turn around and there's more, bro. More. I'ma be real. I quit. Yep. 2 games in a row. I quit. It's just a very similar situation to the ending of MK9. The gameplay was clearly against me, and I have no emotional ties to the story besides a good chuckle every now and again. Tell me what the hell happened. I explained it as clearly as I could, bro. This entire game is about Deadpool wanting to make his own game, but then somehow turns into Sinister running to, like, blow up the planet, and with all these... What is this, bro? What the hell is happening? Why should I care? The side characters are barely around. The villain has said, I don't even remember if he ever said a word. I don't, bro. I don't know what his voice sounds like. We've been running around sewers for like 60% of the game. This game is terrible. No, I don't want a sequel. Take away Deadpool being Deadpool, this is just a hack and slash game. A very bad hack and slash game. It could have been really good, you know, because this is 2013 when this game came out, I believe. So I think Arkham Asylum should be out, Arkham Origins, Arkham City. Arkham Origins, I'm not too sure. That might have been 2014, but still, there's really good examples of both hack and slash games and superhero games at this point. I don't know why they went the route of this game, you know what I'm saying? Sewers, catacombs, barely using any of the great characters that they have over there. They have Cable, Wolverine, Domino is in there, bro. This is a stellar lineup, bro. There are so many other games to look towards that I don't know how we ended up with this. The excitement that I got when I realized that I have free will and can just turn the game off was a straight up abuse of dopamine. And then the game ends just how I would expect it to end. You can go look it up for yourself, bro. Listen, I despise almost everything about The Walking Dead Season 2, but never was I bored or itching for it to be over.